Hey everyone, so this is my review of Code Black, Season 2, Episode 16, called Fallen Angels. And basically what this episode's about is that the doctors at Angels Memorial Hospital continue on their quest with their partnership with the CDC to try and find an antidote for the viral outbreak that has occurred. And this was a really great episode that, again, like the last episode, was very, very sad, but still really, really cool to watch and see how everything played out. And I'm very happy that they did find, Patient Zero very quickly and, managed to sort of gather up everyone else who's infected and have them all sort of grouped up together in the one place where they all could be taken care of and all looked after and stuff like that. And I'm happy that they did do that fairly quickly so that most of this episode could just focus around them trying to go and find a cure for this illness. It was a little confusing as to why this truck owned by the CDC was stolen, because they never really described why it was stolen. They just said it was stolen, and that really, really kind of confused me, because out of every single car out there that you can steal, I would never imagine as to why anyone would ever want to steal a truck from the CDC. That seems like the worst idea ever because of the fact of what they do and what that truck was probably carrying. And just the fact that any kind of incident like what's going on in this episode could easily happen out of that I just don't understand why anyone would want to steal a truck from the CDC. And they didn't help at all in explaining that. They just said it was stolen, but never said why. The main CDC guy still remained pretty annoying, but I also understand why he was acting the way he was, because he had these protocols and things that he needed to follow and do and stuff, and the doctors weren't really listening to those things. And it remained pretty cool that all those people who were ill and stuff that weren't that far along in illness were there still helping all the other people that were progressing a lot quicker and stuff like that. And that was really, really cool to see, those people helping other people and stuff like that. Then the actual search for a cure sort of scenes were really cool with the CDC lady who was there, and she didn't want to go and leave all these poor people behind who are ill and dying and stuff like that. She did want to continue helping them, but she also understood the protocols and stuff that she needed to follow. So she did manage to stick around long enough for the doctors to look and try and find the correct person who managed to have the antibodies needed to go and help all these other people who were sick. And that was really cool that they did manage to find a cure sort of that way, that they looked for the correct antibodies that they needed and did the cure not through viral injections, but they went and did it just through some blood transference to get those antibodies in the people who needed it. The man with the dying heart probably went from being one of the happier stories in the last episode to being one of the sadder stories in this episode, because that whole family just really couldn't catch a break with bad event after bad event just keep happening to them, and that was just really, really sad to watch. Just like I said, how no one in that family seemed to be able to catch a break. Then the ending of this episode was really nice and kind of similar to how the series ended at the end of last season, where they do, like I said, a really good job at just wrapping things up and making these final connections and sort of showing off all this stuff, and doing a really good job that if the series were to end right here, it would end on a great note where there's no leftover questions that need to be answered or no things that are left up in the air and stuff like that. It did a really good job at it could continue on if the series wanted to, but it also could end right here and be fine. And I really, really like that this series seems to do a really good job so far at doing that. And just overall, this was a really great episode, and I really hope that this series does get picked up for a season 3. So yeah, that's my review of Code Black, season 2, episode 16, called Fallen Angels. So yeah, bye!